Now, in this next part of it, 7.5, we look at operations on mixed units in a US system. So we'll be adding and subtracting, multiplying and dividing uh, mixed units, 1 pound, 2 ounces, and the like. So in this particular one here, example, Charlie bought 3 steaks for a barbecue. Their weights are 14 ounces, 1 pound, 2 ounces, and 1 pound, 6 ounces. Okay, so you see here what they've done. They're adding everything up. They have the like units next to each other. So they have 1 pound, they have 14 ounces, 1 pound, 2 ounces. Then they have 1 pound, 6 ounces. And when they add everything up, they get, there's supposed to be a 1 there. They have 2 pounds and 22 ounces. Now, what they end up having to do is, convert that into, that's more than 1 pound, because 1 pound is 16 ounces. Okay, so we have to take care of that there. What we can do is just say 16 goes into 22 and find out how many pounds that is. 1 times 16 is 16. Subtract 22 minus 16 is 6. So I have 1 and 6/16. So 1 pound, 6 ounces. So I have here 1 pound, 6 ounces. So I have 1 pound and 6 ounces here. So I have 2 pounds here. So when I add these up, I end up with 3 pounds and 6 ounces. In this one example here, Anthony bought 4 planks of wood. They were each 6 feet 4 inches long. If the planks are placed end to end, what is the total length? So there are 4 of them there, and each one is 6 feet 4 inches. So each one is 6 feet 4 inches, and he bought 4 of them. And the approach they take is to multiply everything in this example here. So I have 4 inches times 4, which is 16 inches. Then I have 4 times 24, 4 times 6 feet, which is 24 feet. So these inches here are more than the unit, the next unit above it. So we know that 12 inches is 1 foot. We have to convert this 16 inches into feet. We can just divide that out and find out how many we have. 12 goes into 16 one time. 1 times 12 is 12. 4, so I have 1 foot, 4 out of 12. So I'm going to have here 1 foot, 4 inches. And I have 24 inches here. I add these together, I have 25 feet and 4 inches. for my answer here. Now we move on to converting within the metric system. In the metric system, it's a base 10 system where is very each place value is a multiple of 10. And here you have the arrangements here, the metric measurements, the conversion rates here. What makes it interesting is that the same way you convert between length and mass and volume is the same way. And if you look at the only differences in the units, 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. 1 kiloliter is 1,000 liters. So if you can convert one way, you only have to learn how to convert one way for all of them. Just remember the units change for whatever you're changing it here. Okay. So in this first example here, Nick ran a 10-kilometer race. How many meters did he run? So we have 10 kilometers is equal to so many meters. So I have 10 kilometers, and I want kilometers to cancel out, and I want to replace it with meters. Now think about the relationship between meters and kilometers. From the chart we saw before, 1,000 meters is the same thing as 1 kilometer. So now we can multiply this out. Kilometers cancel out, and I'm left with 10 times 1,000 meters, or just 10,000 meters. My final answer there. Now this one here, Eleanor's new baby weighed 3,200 grams. How many kilograms is that? So we're going from 3,200 grams, and we want our answer to be in kilograms. So when we multiply this out, we want grams to go away, and we want to replace it with kilograms. That's what we want to have happen. Now we think about the relationship between grams and kilograms. Well, I know that 1,000 grams is the same thing as 1 kilogram. Now when we multiply, the units cancel out, and I'm left with 3,200 over 1,000 kilograms. And that becomes 3.2 kilograms. Now, there is a shortcut method that's used to do metric to metric conversions. It works something like this. It involves an acronym here that may be helpful to you. King Henry died drinking chocolate milk. King Henry died drinking chocolate milk. Okay. And in between here, I have a unit, my unit. The unit could be in meters, grams, or liters. Let me write that again. All right. King Henry died. Then I have my unit, drinking chocolate milk. So the unit could be meters, liters, or grams. And these stand for kilo, hecto, deca, deci, centi, and milli. So converting from one to the other is just a matter of counting how many times you shift the decimal point. For example, if I had 3,200 grams and I want to convert that into so many kilograms, I simply take the number 3,200 where the decimal is, and I count how many jumps does it take to get from grams to kilograms. So when I count it, it's going to take me how many jumps will it take from grams to kilograms? 1, 2, 3. Took me 3 jumps. So I shift my decimal point 3 places. 1, 2, 3 in the same direction. And now I have 3.2 here. So I have 3.2. I have 3.2 kilograms. That's how you would go about doing that one. Another one they have here. Convert liters to kiloliters. So I have liters to kiloliters. 350 liters. Well, these color using a big L here. Okay. And you want to convert that to milliliters. KL. Oh, it's KL. Kiloliters then, my bad. So liters is here and kiloliters is here. Liters is here, and then when you get to kiloliters, so how many jumps will that take? It's going from liters to kiloliters. 1, 2, 3. 3 jumps. So I take my decimal point, which is right there now, and I shift it in the same direction 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So I end up with 0.3, 0.35 kiloliters. The next one here, they say 4.1 liters. 4.1 liters to milliliters. So we have here 4.1 liters to so many milliliters. Okay. So when I do that, I'm going from liters to milliliters here. And how many jumps does that take to get from liters to milli? Let's find out. Go from liters to milli. 1, 2, 3. 3 jumps. Go from liters to milli. So 4.1, and I shifted in the same direction. 1, 2, 3. My decimal point goes there and backfill zeros. So now I have 4,100 milliliters.